The day I discovered my passion for birdwatching, it was a crisp, clear autumn day when I first discovered my passion for birdwatching. I had always been fascinated by the natural world, but never before had I taken the time to truly observe the incredible diversity of avian life all around me. That day, as I stepped outside and felt the cool breeze on my face, something compelled me to look up and notice the birds flitting from tree to tree. That I had grown up in the suburbs, where the most common birds were ubiquitous pigeons, sparrows, and robins. But on this day, I spotted something different, a vibrant flash of orange and black that caught my eye. I stood transfixed, watching as the unknown bird perched on a branch, its unique markings and graceful movements captivating me. I knew I had to find out what species it was. Hurrying back inside, I rifled through my bookshelf until I found a worn field guide to the birds of my region. Flipping through the pages, I searched intently until I landed on a picture that matched the bird I had seen. Baltimore Oriole, the caption read. I was amazed. I had never even known such a striking bird lived in my own backyard. From that moment on, I was hooked. Over the next few weeks, I began noticing birds everywhere I went. I kept my eyes peeled as I walked to work, made my way through the park on my lunch break, and even spotted a few species from the window of my apartment. Every time I saw something new, I would rush home, consult my field guide, and add the bird to a running list I had started keeping. The thrill of identifying a new species was unlike anything I had experienced before. Soon, I found myself spending my free time scouring the local nature preserves and hiking trails, binoculars in hand, searching the skies and treetops for any sign of avian life. I learned to recognize the distinctive songs and calls of different birds, and marveled at their incredible diversity, from the diminutive hummingbirds that hovered near flowers to the majestic bald eagles that soared overhead. As my knowledge and appreciation for birds grew, so did my desire to share this passion with others. I joined a local birdwatching club, where I met like-minded enthusiasts who were eager to swap stories, share tips, and explore new birding hotspots together. We would spend hours wandering through forests and wetlands, excitedly pointing out each new species we encountered and discussing their unique behaviors and habitats. One of the most rewarding aspects of my newfound hobby was the opportunity to contribute to citizen science initiatives. I began submitting my bird sightings to online databases, knowing that this data could help scientists better understand population trends and migration patterns. It gave me a profound sense of purpose, knowing that my observations could have a real impact on conservation efforts. As the seasons changed, so too did the cast of avian characters that graced my life. I marveled at the resilience of birds that braved the harsh winters, and eagerly awaited the arrival of migratory species in the spring. Each year, I looked forward to the annual bird counts, where I would join fellow birdwatchers in meticulously surveying a designated area to track population changes. Through it all, I found that birdwatching offered me a much-needed respite from the stresses of daily life. In the quiet moments spent observing the natural world, I would feel a sense of peace and connection that was unmatched by any other activity. The act of simply being present, of tuning into the rhythms and patterns of the birds around me, was both calming and invigorating. Perhaps most importantly, birdwatching has taught me to slow down and appreciate the beauty that exists all around us, if only we take the time to look. In a world that often moves at a breakneck pace, it has become a sanctuary where I can reconnect with the natural world and find solace in the simple act of watching and learning. As I reflect back on that fateful day when I first discovered my passion for birdwatching, I am filled with gratitude. It has enriched my life in ways I could never have imagined, opening my eyes to the wonders of the avian world and fostering a deep appreciation for the natural environments that sustain them. Whether I'm spotting a rare warbler during spring migration or watching a hummingbird hover near a feeder, each encounter fills me with a sense of wonder and excitement. Birdwatching has become more than just a hobby for me. It is a way of life, a lens through which I view the world. It has taught me to be more observant, more patient, and more connected to the rhythms of the natural world. And for that, I will be forever grateful.